When you've finished putting your remix together, you might want to put it back together with the video. Then of course you can go full circle and upload it to YouTube again and share it with everyone there. So to do this, the best thing to do is to export your GarageBand file out as an uncompressed audio file. So to do that, go to Share, go down to Export Song to Disk, and if there's a tick next to the compression button, then just take the tick out and click Export. Okay, it doesn't really matter what you call it as long as you remember, and I'm just going to, for easiness sake, stick it on the desktop. Test Remix will do fine. And that mixes down, including all of the effects that you've put on each of the tracks, so on and so forth. And you can see now I've got an AV file on my desktop called Test Remix. Okay, I can get rid of GarageBand now. I don't need it anymore. And what I want to do over here, now I'm in iMovie, is create a new project. You can see some that I've already been doing in preparation. So let's just click New Project, and we will call this Remix 77, because that's about how many I've done now. The automatically add cross dissolve is useful if you can't be bothered to go in and add those kind of things yourself. Do transitions, but turn it off if you don't want them. Click Create. Okay, and now you need to actually put everything together. So we start off by dragging in that audio file that we just created, and you'll see you get a green background. Green is for audio, and now the whole track is there. However, it's not going to play unless we have clips to populate it. So you have to import the clips that you downloaded from YouTube originally. Now, I've already done that down the bottom. You can see here I've already downloaded them.
Oh, yes.
But if you'll need to do that first, and to do that, you just go to File, down to Import, and choose Movies. Then find wherever you actually saved your different movies. I've got mine here in Files from YouTube, and I've got all of my movie .mov files there, so I can import them in. Once you've imported them, they'll appear down the bottom. There's my man with his clarinet. And then all you need to do is just simply choose bits of video that suit the music that's going on. Now, you can spend an awfully long time trying to get this exactly to line up, so it almost looks like you've actually done the whole of this process via video editing, which of course is possible. Would be a much longer process than the way we've gone about it. But it will still look pretty good even if you don't actually get these things in time. So for instance, we know that it starts off our track with the bass here. So if I just go and find some of the bass from approximately the right place. There we go, that's about where it starts. And then maybe just grab a little bit of that and drag it up and drop it into here. Now what I need to do, and this is important that you remember to do this on every single time you drag one of those clips up, is to double click the track, go to audio and turn the sound down, because we don't actually want the sound from the video track. We only want the sound that we've exported from GarageBand, otherwise we're going to have a real mess. The next person who comes in is this drummer chap, so I'm just going to go and find a little bit of him. And that's a pretty good bit there. I'm going to highlight that in. Excuse that audio scrubbing sound. I could turn that off if I could remember where the button was. And just drag that in. Again, put it at the same place at the end. Whoops. Cancel that. Just get it right again. Highlight it, drag, just need to make sure it goes on the end, not in between, otherwise it gives you various options. And one of the other things that I tried for a little bit of fun was to get my carrot man preparing his clarinet and trying to line that up with when he actually started playing it, and doing it as a picture in picture. That's one of the options that it gives you if you drop it on top of an existing clip. Now you can see my man is there preparing his clarinet, and if I double click on him and go to audio, turn his audio down, turn this audio down, and maybe I'll just put one more clip in. We don't have our trumpet player at this point, but I do love the shot of the guy playing trumpet in his bedroom. Fantastic. I love YouTube. And we'll just move that up a little bit there. Picture in picture. And let's just see what we've got now. That's what happens if you forget to actually mute the sound on that particular track. So you get the idea, and as I say, you could spend an awful lot of time trying to make sure that they exactly line up with what's going on in the music, but I think it makes a nice little music video if you get the general sense, and it's one way of crediting the original performers. Now the other way of crediting the original performers is to put credits on at the end, and you can do that if you go down here to the different text menus, and you could use any one of these. The scrolling credits is the one that I've used on my video, and just drag it in and then edit the names so that they show the people. Oops, I've just put that at the start, but anyway, put it wherever it goes, and perhaps with a little bit of an outro, and I credited the names of the users or their real name if they gave their real name, and also put their YouTube identifier so that people could actually see the original videos that I'd taken them from. So that's it. If you scroll further down this page on the website, you'll see that you can actually watch the full video that I made in the making of this demonstration, and have fun remixing. I'd be very, very interested if you would send me your remixes as you make them. I'm sure you'll discover lots of useful techniques to do much more advanced remixing than this, but hopefully this has set you going on your way. So you can email me at james@tuberemix.com.